Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Katie. Today's video, as you may see by the title, is going to be an attempt at a gender-neutral Operation Christmas Child shoebox. So if you watched the video where I was talking about, and I'll link this as well, where I was talking about problems that people have sometimes with Operation Christmas Child, one of the complaints that I've seen or read is that people kind of feel that it's sexist, I guess, because you have to check off boy or girl. And personally, I refuted that, or gave my opinion or thought on it in that previous video. However, it got me thinking as to whether you could actually make a gender neutral shoebox. Now, you are still gonna have to check off like boy or girl, I guess, or neither or both, who knows. But there are also cases where sometimes like a boy might get a girl shoebox or a girl might get like a boy shoebox, just because it's logistically probably almost impossible to get the correct amount of boxes with the correct genders, ages, to the correct countries and everything. It's very difficult. I'm sure they try their best, and if a partner organization tells Samaritan's Purse, hey, we have this many boys, this many girls, we have approximately this many in each age group that we expect to show up, and then those are not the demographics who show up, they have to like kind of, what's the word? Improvise a little bit as to who gets what shoeboxes. So sometimes the genders and the ages aren't exactly perfect, and while they do try their best, some of these things do happen. So this is my best go at a gender neutral shoebox. This one is going to be girl gender neutral, and I'll show you why in a minute, but I did make the same exact shoebox for a boy gender neutral. So I'm not gonna bother showing them both on video because they are literally the same. I am gonna put this in a 5 to 9 year old age group. I think it may also be okay for a 10 to 14 maybe, but this is gonna go girl 5 to 9. I will show you why I'm saying girl in just a minute. All right, so it's a little bit dark in my house, so I'm trying to get a little bit of light on it with this extra ring light over here. But everything, as you see, does fit inside the official shoebox. If you have watched like any of my previous videos, you know that I like to always include a school kit. So I'm not going to go into detail as to what's included in the school kits. I will note that I did stick some rubber bands in there this time. I don't know, just because I felt like it. My wow item here is going to be a soccer ball. Perfect, I think, for a wow item. It is very popular in every country. Every age group of kid could use it. Now, this did also come with a pump and like one of these and a little needle. I don't know much about pumping soccer balls. However, I put an extra couple needles in there that I bought separately, just because it seems like something that could easily get lost. So this is going to be the wow item, and I think any boy or girl would find that to be a wow item. Now, because this is going to be gender neutral / girl, I do have a hairbrush. However, I included a comb as well. In all reality, you could probably get away with just including a comb and not a hairbrush if you want it to be like even more gender neutral, I guess. This, now that I'm looking at it, it has like flowers and butterflies, and I totally didn't intend that. I actually bought 3 mugs today, and the other 2 have a different coloring sheet, but literally it doesn't matter. I'm gonna show you what I put inside here as well to save a little bit of space. All right, now this is probably like a little bit annoying because it's 3 of these same things. But what I wanted to point out is that this has some scrunchies and some hair clips. Yes, in my boy box, I did include scrunchies and hair clips because they don't have to be used for hair. Like, you can literally use them as a rubber band or something. So we've got those in there. And then, if you can see, we've got 5 bouncy balls. Now, when I was that age, I was literally obsessed with bouncy balls. So I hope that it kind of is common in other countries. And then here we have kind of a first aid kit / a little bit of sewing items. Now, if you watch my other videos, you know what's included in here, but I'll just show you real quick. I got these off Amazon, and I got like 50 of them and it was pretty cheap. It has a needle, has a little bit of thread. So you can include that. You can also have a self-made sewing kit if you would like. I did stick like 3 of them in there just because they're little. I put an extra spool of thread just in case. We've got scissors. These are scissors. You can like slide them and then they fold back up so they save a lot of space. A chapstick just kind of for a little first aid item. Some tweezers, which I think is great. Some nail clippers. Also great first aid item, and also like hygienic because that way you don't have to, you know, bite your nails. This is a little compass, which isn't really like a first aid thing. I just think it's super cool and I happen to buy a bunch of them, so we got one of those in there. A little bit of floss. This is the rest. This is the rest of the first aid kit, which is just a couple alcohol pads and a couple band-aids. I try to not put these in plastic baggies, but I ran out of well, so they don't fit in this size baggie, and I ran out of other types of bags to put them in, so we did include a plastic baggie here. But anyway, all of those other little things go inside of this cup, and then they have a usable cup as well. I put a little shovel in there just because, I don't know, I think digging in sand is cool. I think it's a thing a lot of kids do, with whether it's with sticks or whatnot, and so I just thought this was a good little item to add. 2 bars of soap, as I always include in my shoe boxes. We have got 2 toothbrushes. Now I did run out of the caps this year, so I don't think I'm going to go through all my shoe boxes and add the caps onto them this year, but I will try to buy some extra for next year, and they are like actually, you know, real brand toothbrushes, so those should be nice. You cannot include toothpaste, but I think even a toothbrush without toothpaste is better than nothing. A little whistle I really like to include. Again, every single item in here is in my other boy box, I guess. But I really like including a whistle. It could be a little safety item as well. This is just a little timer, and I got them at Target. They were in a sale section, and I thought that kids could kind of use them and make up their own little game with them. See how many, you know, jumping jacks or something they could do in this minute, or they could use it to time something. I don't know. I just thought that was a cool addition. Spoon and fork. I try to include a little one. I don't really know like if kids really need these or not, but it's really small and something easy to include. I know that in some cultures it is like customary to eat with your hands. I do know that I have read lots of stuff online where people just don't have access to a spoon and fork, and that's why they eat with their hands. These little puzzles I've mentioned in previous videos, just kind of to work on some fine motor skills. It's a little puzzle, can't hurt. This is a bag. It came all folded up nicely, but I do have other ones exactly like this, and it is really good quality. I do have concerns with the quality of some of the other bags that I've bought, so I have been trying to get like ones that are really thick and they would hold heavy things. Like I use these to hold multiple like full bottles of water and stuff like that. So I know that those are nice and sturdy. We have a toy car. I personally think toy cars are super unisex items. I don't know why they only get, you know, why people usually think that they're just for boys. So that's in here. Now the reason that this is girl is because I have a girl pair of underwear. That's simply it. I am going to put a second pair in there. I did just buy some today. But that's simply the only reason I'm calling this girl rather than boy. Otherwise, I feel that everything in here is completely unisex. A cute little coloring guy. I mean, I think that's just kind of a funny little thing. I do like putting one little art kit into my shoe boxes just for, you know, a little bit of creativity, a little bit of artistic. I mean, art is good for you, music's good for you, all that stuff's good for you in your brain development. So got one of those in there, and then 2 washcloths like I always do. So that is my best attempt at a gender neutral shoebox. Obviously, as I've mentioned, this is considered girl, but really nothing else about this is girl. Nothing about this is particularly boy either. So let me know what you think, if you have tried to make a gender neutral shoebox or if you plan to do so.